It's been
21 years since the Digimon movie came out in North America in the year 2000, and it's still a banger.
the Digivolution. It's up and running. Did you see? Did you hear? Did you know what's coming?
Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of This Is Dope, and last time I tried to make one of these videos, I almost got arrested. So please go watch that video, please. In the early 2000s, we had this crazy monster collectible catching craze. It was rampant, and there was an itch that needed to be scratched. And coming off the heels of Pokemon 2000, the Digimon movie was that movie. That was the backscratcher to scratch that itch. That was the metaphor I was going for. The American Digimon movie was this frankensteined together mess, and somehow it was a slightly cohesive monster. And for those of you who don't know the difference between Digimon and Pokemon and think it's just another version of Pokemon, it's not. It's pretty dang different. The only similarity is that you have monsters as friends, and yeah. And there was some crossovers in the fan base, but ultimately I think Pokemon won out as the more popular franchise. And that's pretty easy to say considering Pokemon cards are fucked up right now. Prices are fucking... I hate it. I hate being a Pokemon fan and a Pokemon TCG fan. The shit is awful. If you're a scalper, eat a butt. Eat a butt. Okay? Seriously, eat a butt. This is ridiculous. Are you looking at these prices right now? This is ridiculous. All right, rant over. Rant done. Go back to the video. Back to the video now. Digimon is a show where these kids find themselves trapped in the digital world, get themselves a digital monster as a partner, pet, and fight the evils of this devil guy, and then later this devil guy, and this clown devil guy. But there's also this angel guy, and he's kind of hot. And there's this angel woman, and she's kind of hot too. There's a lot of hot Digimon. A lot. The Digimon movie for North American kids was spliced together from 3 different movies. And these movies are, cut to the voiceover telling you what movies they are. First one is Digimon Adventure. They describe it as happening 8 years ago in the movie. The American movie. Digimon Adventure, our war game, which occurs 4 years after the first movie. Digimon Adventure 02, Digimon Hurricane Landing. Sorry, these names are... they're not like the craziest names, but they're still a little silly. Digimon Adventure 2, Digimon Hurricane Landing, Transcendent Evolution, The Golden Digimentals. And these were all smashed together to create what American kids saw as Digimon the movie. Digimon the movie. They managed to cut out 40 minutes from all of these movies, 40 minutes of scenes and dialogue and whatever, and changed it up to create something that's kind of works. It's not great, in hindsight, but as a kid, I thought it was fucking sweet. I thought it was freaking sweet. Oh, but I forgot one important thing. There's a part that the American movie introduced that is integral to the actual plot of the movie, and I'll play a quick clip of that right now.
Angela Anaconda Digivolve to Angelamon!
I don't know one single kid that when I was growing up that ever liked Angela Anaconda. I don't know how that show existed. And if the creator of Angela Anaconda is watching this, I'm sorry. I'm happy that you got work. But you also made one of the most annoying characters in cartoon existence. All right, so I'm going to break down the 3 parts real quick just to give you an idea, and I'll put in my little why I like this, so it's not like me just throwing up information about the movie and giving you a synopsis. It's going to be actually more of just a personal opinion, and that's why I think this is dope. There we go. Call back to the title of the series. The first part of this movie covers the origin of Tai and Agumon's friendship. It begins with a Digi-Egg appearing on the main character Tai's computer, and his little sister Kari takes her around town after it digivolves into a beefy-ass Agumon. Agumon digivolves into Greymon during a fight with this giant-ass Parrotmon, and this is one of the first examples why this movie kicks ass. The soundtrack they paired with the fight, and then just the overall emotional tone of Greymon getting his ass beat, and then Kari's blowing the whistle, and I'm pretty sure it's been forever since I watched the first series, but I'm pretty sure that whistle plays an important role throughout the show, and just pairing that shit, dude, with the soundtrack. The soundtrack of this movie is so utterly 2000. You got your fast little skater punk ska bopping in the background with like a little bit of a tinge of pop in there. It's so good. And I'll talk more about the music in the later parts. But for this part, the track they used was pretty freaking cool. And I'll play a little quick clip of that. There's a point where Going Digital by Jason Radford kicks in, and Greymon, this giant hurling dinosaur, just burns a parrot kaiju up. It's sick, super sick, so sick. Sick. And again, this isn't the best of the soundtrack, but it's a great start to the first third of the movie. Also the dub, pretty good. Pretty classic characters for dub. I think right now they're dubbing the new series. They dubbed the Digimon Adventure Try movies, which is the third show, but like way later when they're all in high school, and they use all the same, a good amount of the same voice actors. It's pretty cool. You should check that out. Anyways, the second part of the movie is from the second Japanese Digimon movie called Our War Game, and this is probably my favorite part, and I love the original Japanese version as well. It has some of the best tracks, the coolest fights, and it's just the art style I love. Also, very fun fact, this movie was directed by Mamoru Hosoda, who used the plot and the theme of this Digimon movie to make his own original idea named Summer Wars, which is equally good. You should check it out. Seriously, please check out Summer Wars. It's great. He also made One Piece movie 6, which is it's so fucking intense for a One Piece movie, especially. Highly recommend. It wasn't liked as much because of its art style compared to the actual Toei animation for One Piece, but I think the art style of One Piece movie 6 works really well. It's also creepy and bloody and intense and kind of sad, so watch it, please. This part of the movie opens up after an infected Digi-Egg shows up. Everyone's gone, Joe's a chump, Sora's pissed at Tai, TK's just a kid, Mimi's in Hawaii, I think, and Kari's at a birthday, and why is she always... Dude, she's always at a birthday. During important moments, Kari's just always at a birthday party. Like, even in the Digimon Adventure Try, there's a part where, like, they have to do something, and Kari's going to a birthday. How come there's just always a birthday? It ends up just being up to Tai, Izzy, and Matt being the ones who have to take it down. And this part is accented by the three of my favorite songs from the early 2000s and late 90s. You got 1 Week by the Bare Naked Ladies, All My Best Friends Are Metalheads by Less Than Jake, and The Impression I Get by the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. And they fit the scenes so well. I don't know why, but ska in Digimon, it's just like peanut butter and jam, baby. Peanut butter and grape jelly, dude. And I'll play a quick 1 second clip of each of these, because I do not want to get copyright striked again.
Like the sushi cause it's never touch a frying pan. I have a tendency to wear my mind on my sleeve. I have a history of losing my shirt. Clown! I said slow down! Still can't hear you! You think it's strange that there's a way.
It's about time. Dear Sora, I'm sorry you love that. So what's a few raindrops between friends of time?
This part of the movie is also, I think, one of the first times Omnimon has ever shown up. And Omnimon is a Digimon that is from Agumon and Gabumon, who warp Digivolve into Lore Greymon and Metal Garurumon, and then they become Omnimon. If you have no idea what I'm talking about or how big of a deal this was at the time, I don't know why you're watching this video. I'll be honest. Why are you here, dude? Ultimately, this part they managed in the American dub. It's gonna get a little convoluted and confusing. This part they managed to tie together with a third movie.
It was just the beginning.
It begins with the arrival of an American Digidestin, and his Digimon, Wendigomon, was corrupted by the bad Digimon of the second part. So now he's looking to find his corrupted Digimon, and in the Japanese version, that Digimon actually kidnapped the original Digidestined, I think. But now we're here, and so it's like TK and Kari and the second Digidestined, they're trying to do shit. I'm just gonna read the script because I can't do this right now. This is probably the weaker part of the film, but it's still kind of a fun ride. Moments with the new Digidestined are nice because they are seen as fish out of water in America, and they have to road trip around America to try and save the world. There's a really dope fight between Terriermon and Wendigomon throughout the streets of New York, and a tight song when, you know, Davis and the American Digidestined, whose name I'm totally forgetting right now, and I'm not going to look up because I don't care because he doesn't matter aside from this movie. They have to ride Rangermon to meet up with the rest of the gang in a beastly end fight. There's some dated CGI, but you know what? All that word vomit aside, this movie is a really fun ride. If you're a hardcore Digimon fan, a nitty-gritty Digimon fan, this might not be the movie for you. But if you're an early 2000s nostalgic fan, give it another watch. You know what? Actually, if you're a hardcore Digimon fan, watch the movie. I think you'll still like it. At least if you're an American. I think this one definitely has that little grab on nostalgia for everyone over here in the States. As for the rating of this movie, I never do ratings, but I'll give it an 8 out of 10 because there were not enough Leomon deaths. There was none in this movie. I felt kind of ripped off. All right, thank you guys for watching, and I see that a lot of new people have subscribed to the channel, and I just wanted to say thank you. I don't know why you did that. That was probably a mistake, but thank you. As for an update on my hemorrhoids, they're actually getting worse.
Hey Digimon, monster friends to the boys and girls. Hey Digimon, champions of the